Hello, aspirants. In today's Meet the NEET session, we are going to see the rules for naming compounds containing both double and triple bonds. Now, if an organic compound contains double bond, then we know that it is named as alkenes. And when an organic compound contains a triple bond, we name them as alkynes. Okay. So presently we are going to see how to name an organic compound if it contains both alkenes and alkynes. Now, when there are more than one functional group, the IUPAC gives you a order. That order is the preference order for functional groups. You will see that the COOH has got the highest preference. So a functional group which has high preference will always come as suffix for the parent alkane chain. Now you can see that in this order we have an alkene getting preference over alkyne. So this is the order for the functional groups, and in that order we see that alkenes is getting preference over alkyne chain. But when you are naming a compound containing alkenes and alkynes, there is an exception. Okay, it is named as derivative of alkynes. It is named as derivative of alkynes, meaning the alkynes will come as the suffix. Okay, so how do you name them? You name them as alkenines or simply enines. Okay, alkenines. The ene refers to the double bond. That is alkene. And the ine refers to the triple bond. That is the alkyne. Okay, that is why it is called as enines or alkenines. Okay, so alkyne comes as the suffix. Now, numbers as low as possible are given to the double and triple bond. Now, if you take this compound, this contains 6 carbon chains. So, you can number it from either way. See, I'm going to number it from left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And from right to left. This I will show it in a different color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So when I am numbering from left to right, I have a double bond at first position and I have a triple bond at fourth position. On the contrary, when I am numbering from right to left, I have a triple bond at second position and I have a double bond at fifth position. Okay, now what we have to do is we have to compare and see which has got the lowest locant, meaning which has got the lowest numbering. First, we will compare the first two numbers. So right away, we can say that this is the lowest one. So how are we going to name it? We are going to name it as, being 6 carbon, it is hexa, hex, and we have alkene at the first position. So 1 ene, and we have triple bond at the fourth position, that is alkyne. So it is 4 ine. 4 ine. Okay. So what is the name of this compound? This compound is hex 1 ene 4 ine. So you will note that this ene does not have the spelling ene. It does not end with e. I am not putting any e. That is because this e is followed by a vowel sound. The ene is followed by a vowel sound. I. You know, this is a vowel sound. Ein. So if that is the case, you have to remove a the E. Okay. Now, so the name for this compound is hex 1-ene 4-ine. Okay. So the ene doesn't have a E. Now, this kind of numbering may give alkyne a lower number. Okay, I told you double bond gets preference over triple bond. But what is the rule says is, you should give the numbering such that they get the lowest locant, meaning the lowest numbering. Okay, so see this. I will start numbering this from left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When I start numbering from left, I get alkyne at first position and alkene at 4 position. So this is the numbering. On the contrary, if I start numbering from right to left, we will see that in a moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get alkene at second position and alkyne at fifth position. Okay. Now what you have to do, you have to make a comparison between each number. Okay, we will see that the first number is 1 and the second number is 2 in this case. So we have to take up this numbering because this is the smallest one. So what is the name for this? You have to name it as alkene. First naming, ene only will come. Okay, alkene is at which position? Alkene is at fifth position. So you have hex 5-ene and 1-ine. Okay. So alkenes, you have to write the alkyne as the suffix. And while numbering, you have to give the lowest locant. You have to take them as a set and then give them the lowest number. Okay. Now, the next one. If a choice is there, that is, if both are getting the same numbering, for example, in this compound. See, I'm going to number this from left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When I number from left to right, I get alkene at first position and alkyne at fourth position. Okay, similarly, I'm going to write number from right to left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have alkyne at first position and alkene at fourth position. Now make a comparison between both. Both are having the same numbers. Okay. So in the top one, alkene is having 1, whereas in the bottom numbering, alkyne is having 1. When such a case arises, what you have to do is the double bond will get preference over alkyne. So we have to take this as the correct numbering. Okay, so how do you name it? You have to name it as a derivative of alkyne. That goes without saying. Ine will come as a suffix. Okay, so it is named as hex 1-ene. Okay, and 4-ine. 1-ene and 4-ine. Okay, and again you would note that the en does not have a e because it is followed by a vowel sound. So we'll see some examples in the coming slides. Okay, so again what you have to do is number from either sides, left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, in this case you have functional groups at 1, 3 and 5. I'm now going to number from right to left. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, again you have functional groups at 1, 3 and 5. Okay, so both the numbering are same. In such a scenario, we give preference to alkenes. So alkene is given preference. So this numbering is followed. So what is the name? The name is, again, you have 6 carbon atoms. So hex. Okay. Then we have alkenes at 1 position and 3 position. Since there are 2 alkenes, I am going to put di. And again, I have a alkyne at 5th position. So I end it with ine. So here again, I didn't put E because it is followed by a vowel sound ine. Now coming to the next one. Next one again, we'll number it from either sides, from left to right. 4, 5, 6. In this case, we have functional groups at carbon 1, 3, and 6. Again, I'm going to number from right to left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, in this case, I have the functional groups at carbon 1, then 3, and then 5. Sorry, this was 5. This is 5. So again, you have 5 over here. This is also 5. So when you look, both are having the same numbering. So we have to give preference to alkenes. So alkenes giving, if you are giving preference, then this is the correct numbering. So what would be the name? The name would be hex 1E. 1E. And at 3rd and 5th position, you have alkynes, and there are 2 alkynes. So I'm going to put diene. Now you see that the ene is followed by what vowel sound? It's not a vowel sound at all. It is dine, D. So I can write a E over here. So the name is hex 1ene 3,5 diene. Now I have given you 2 more molecules. I request you all to try this by yourself and write the answer in the comment section. Thank you.